What's good, y'all? Lord, my beard, girl, my beard. My bird. All right, y'all. So, I just got finished watching the finale of Marriage Boot Camp. They said next week they're going to do a special about secrets revealed, about how the producers think about the season and all of that. Marriage Boot Camp, y'all hoes can go to hell. Y'all completely lost me as a viewer because I completely hated the way every single person in there treated Vado. I hate it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not rocking with y'all with it. I feel like y'all completely dropped the ball, and I'm starting to feel like Dr. Ish got his license to be a doctor or a therapist or whatever on the back of a cereal box, because just the complete amount of double standards that we had in there just sent me over the roof. And listen, I hardly banged with it then. And so now that this is over with, I ain't got to have it now. So this is season 17, episode 10, Vow and Never. So the episode starts off with the ladies coming back from the club, and Hazel thought that it was blood on Devon's pants. Phaedra was like, girl, bag, get your life together. That's not blood, that's vomit. It's just red. And then she decided to stop acting like a complete baboon long enough to help her man. Phaedra feels like she doesn't know what's wrong with her and why she feels the way that she does about Medina. Because it's fake. It's fake. You can't fake feelings. You can't fake emotions. You just can't do it. It's fake. Neither you or Medina are good enough actors. And we all know Medina ain't a good enough actor, because if he was, he would have had a longer standing role on the haves and the have-nots. And quiet as it's kept, I ain't seen a narratory piece of episode from it. But judging off of this, he can't act, and we all know Phaedra can't act, so girl, bye. Devon says that he's not worried about the test. Either way, he's leaving with Hazel. And that is what ultimately will happen, and we'll get down to that gag as we get to it. So Medina and Phaedra go up first for their lie detector test results, and Medina passes the test about wanting a sexual relationship with her. Phaedra passes the test about her not wanting to have a sexual relationship with him. It's not so far-fetched to think that he wants to sleep with Phaedra. He's a man. So I'm not shocked that he passed that. Y'all didn't ask the right question. The question that y'all should have asked is this a made-for-TV relationship, and are y'all just doing this to get a check? That's what y'all need to ask, because everybody already knows it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. Anyway, Sandra and Willie go next. Willie passes his test about being faithful for the rest of their marriage. Shonda asks, could she really forgive him? And they give the test to Willie, and they let him know he can open it at any time. But ultimately, he waited until the end of the episode to open it, and she passed that she can forgive him and move on for his prior mistakes. Even though this morning, listen, I said I don't feel like y'all need to be married. I still feel that way. I still feel like some bull crap is going to happen down the line, and then y'all going to be right back on Marriage Boot Camp again. It seems like y'all reverberating thing was a Kirk and Rashida situation. Y'all was on Love and Hip Hop with this, and then y'all done drugged y'all problems all the way down to Marriage Boot Camp, and I just refuse to believe 10 days in a house with a therapist who got his degree on the back of a milk carton is going to help y'all get over whatever it is that's causing him to cheat and constantly, and causing you to feel like, hey, you can't get over it. But whatever, because, listen, despite all this, I'm saying I do like Willie, and Shonda. I would love for it to work if it's going to work, but for some reason, I just feel like, yeah. Anyway. Tahiri fails her question about does she accept physical violence as a normal part of her relationship. They ask Vado, was he really sorry for putting his hands around her neck, and they give her the answers and tell her she can open it whenever she wants to. But that goes to be that went without saying. She accepts it. She thinks it's normal because she's also valid. Did y'all not hear what Joe Budden had to say about her a couple of days ago? And it's all over the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk and on Giving You the Real Teach channel. Anyway, Hazel and Devon go last, and Devon fails when he's asked, is he using her for fame? The couples are still separated until the evening, and they decide that they're going to stay, whether they decide if they're going to stay in their relationships or leave. Hazel events about how she feels to the rest of the ladies about Devon's test. Devon goes to find Hazel to talk to her, but she doesn't want to talk to him. He says he doesn't understand why she's still upset. He really loves her, and she walks away, throwing water on her. Hazel talks to her mom, and she told her that she should make him sign a management contract, and the other ladies agree. Hazel, first of all, I never thought about the contract, but yeah, I kind of agree with your pasty ass mammy and the rest of the females in the house. I mean, listen, if he's already using you for clout and he already got some clout up off you, you may as well get paid for your pain. And basically, Phaedra helped her draw up that contract, which means if he decides to leave at any point, basically she's going to get 30% of all of his earnings until such time. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Pay me for my pain. I'm not mad at Hazel. This is the first time I so totally agree with Hazel and her shenanigans. I was for it. That's a good idea, child. I got a couple of lawyer friends. I'm going to hit up one of my lawyer friends and get one drawn up for me whenever I decide to get into another relationship. Hello, God. All of the ladies look spectacular in their gowns, except for Phaedra. I really wasn't feeling Phaedra's gown at all. But Shonda's was bad, Tahiri's was bad, and Hazel's was bad. I was here for theirs. But yeah, I don't know what it was about Phaedra's gown. I don't know. I just feel like her gown just looked Forever 21-ish. It looked Olive Olay-ish. It looked Macy-ish. You know what I'm saying? It looked Davis Bridal-ish. I don't know. I just won't feel hers. So Willie and Shonda are up first. Shonda tells him that she doesn't know if she can fully get over what he did. And he says that he doesn't like the constant disrespect that he gets from her. But ultimately, he gets down on one knee and gives her a ring. And of course, she accepts it. So they was leaving together. Congratulations. So Hazel and Devon go up next, and Devon says that he loves her and he doesn't want her to think that the test is right. She says that she loves him, but she can't get played anymore, and the feeling of getting used just can't happen. He gives her a ring, but she hands him a contract to sign to get 30% of his earnings if he decides to leave, and then she gives him a ring. And of course he signs the contract. This is my thing about Hazel and Devon. Hazel, that test's not lying. Now, is it possible that he fell in love with you after using you out of house and home? Of course. But at the end of the day, he already came into this relationship with an ulterior motive, and then you turn around and you're so gone-ho to have a baby by him. And please, let's stop this whole shenanigans about women only trap men with babies. Nah, look at Devon. Devon completely trapped Hazel with that damn baby. So even if he does decide to leave and he has to give her 30% of the earnings, it don't matter. She got to deal with him and he got to deal with her for the rest of his life. He can always go around getting clout off of saying, I'm Devon, the baby daddy and only baby daddy of Hazel Lee, because that bitch is about to approach menopause anytime soon because she's over 40. Let's not forget that. Medina and Phaedra goes up next, and Phaedra feels like he doesn't confront his problems head on. He feels like she's not ready for a man like him. He doesn't have a ring in his box, but she has a ring in her box. He pulls the ring up out of his pocket and says he's going to hold on to it until she's ready for him, and if he's still single, they can see where this goes. This is all I'm going to say about Hazel and Medina, and I'm done with it. I'm not surprised that the two of you got together to come up with this bull crap, because if it's one thing I learned is this. Fake hoes do fake shit with fake bitches. Tahiri and Vado goes last. Y'all know they finally allowed Vado into the house. He had to pull up in the Uber with the ceiling missing. And, you know, he gets out with a bodyguard with him. And she says that he made one mistake, but he made that mistake in front of 10 strangers, and he feels like he needs to grow up. Dr. Ish tells Vado that he did all the work that he was supposed to do, but tonight was Tahiri's night. She gives some long, drawn-out speech about how, you know, she has to stand up for all of the battered and abused women, that, you know, they don't have to go through that no more. He knows what she went through in her previous relationships with domestic abuse. And, you know, he turned around and did the same thing. And she has the ring, but she's going to keep the ring as a sign for her to love herself. Just a whole song and dance that I wasn't interested in because it was all bullshit. Now, although she had the best dressed out of the ladies, she really did, I won't hear for none of it. And this is why I still feel like Dr. Ish got his diploma off the back of a milk carton or cereal box. He fell right into it. Like, just completely forget the fact that all of this stemmed from her. Completely just fuck all of that. This is his fault. He's the bad guy now. He has to suffer. So then she just hands him the envelope saying, oh, I didn't bother to read it because it really doesn't matter. Dr. Ish is just eating it up. Him and that dry ass keloid on the back of his head can kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. I don't like Dr. Ish. He's a bitch. And then Vado walks off and he throws the envelope on the floor, and I don't blame him. Y'all completely dropped the ball with this whole Vado and Tahiri thing. Y'all really could have done something really good had y'all gotten the both of their asses together. But no, y'all want to sit up and try to make him feel like he did what he did out of no damn where. And then Tahiri had the nerve to say, I've been with dudes that threw 10 apples at me. I mean, you could have at least thrown one back at me. Like, so it was better. So it's better for him to throw an apple at you than it was for him to yoke you up just to shake some sense into you. Like, even with that alone, I'm looking at Dr. Ish like, because I know you didn't go get through medical school off of looks alone because you're not that attractive. I mean, maybe you working with something down in the undercarriage, but y'all, I'm done. I don't care. I do not care. I don't care. I'm not reviewing the next episode. I'm not even going to watch it. I'm done with Marriage Boot Camp. It's over with. I just did this to finish it out. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jason for giving me the nasty piece of tea. I'm on the show. He gonna give me some more. Shout out to his wife, Irene. Shout out to his first cousin, Sherry. I did it for them. And y'all. Yeah. And I'm done. Bye.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.